I'm shy around brand. Oh, are you in my? Is that you? Oakley for the win is, dude. You know what? One of the problems are you. People join automatically. It's usually hard alone. Don't apologize. Clarify for me. Are you Gnome Tough's brother? Because if that's the case, you know why I'm always confused and like, it's because you never have the same effing name, bro. Like, pick a name and stick with it. It's personal suggestion. I never know it's you. And so I'm like, I'm skittish in a new game about teaming up with randos. Like, I play Call of Duty multiplayer without my headset on and with like comms off. Because most of the time, it's just a bunch of kids yelling and dogs barking and people being jerks to each other. I just want to play the game. And so when I don't know how the game works, I want to just like play it and figure it out. Okay, cool. You can be whatever, dude. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound rude. You are. This is Kyle, Gnomi's brother. You have a different name everywhere. Like on Xbox, you change your name. In the games, you change your name. On Twitch, you change your name. So I didn't even notice that you had said hello in here. And so that was you. I wasn't even sure it was you until I left. And I was like, wait, was that Gnome Tough's brother? That might have been Gnome Tough's brother. So I don't mean to be rude, but I just finished installing and I just onboarded. And I also funny story. I screwed up the opening bit. So I think I'm officially on board, but I also don't know if I didn't technically complete the exfil because I like started rambling about something at the camera and I didn't know if there was or anybody even on watching the stream. And the door I was supposed to walk out of to go like fight one or two more monsters and then do the exfil, like closed and wouldn't reopen from the inside. There was no button. There was no way for me to reopen the door. And then I was like, I'll go around the building. And I went out the front door and then that door closed. And I was like, oh, I had to like leave. I had to like abandon the mission. So that's the other thing. I was like, literally right when you popped up, I was like, I want to replay this because I feel like something's wrong. And I'm not sure how to get it to let me do it. That's how I screwed it up. I like, you get to the end and like it awards you your cape. And maybe it's fine. I was able to name my ship. I left and I named my ship. All right. Since you've already been playing for a hot minute, let me ask you something that was my dumb question earlier. As long as you're going to be in a friendly and chill chat mood, don't get weird with me and don't get snarky and or, TMI-ish. We're on live stream, not in DMs. And I'm trying to make content, magic movie loops out of all of the things. So I was just actually talking to Gnome Tough. You don't think it messed anything up? Okay. Well, that's fair. It'll probably let me replay it because I saw an option for like replaying the tutorial. I want the satisfaction of not getting locked in the doors, but I don't know if it'll be the same thing or not. I don't know if you missed it, but I couldn't figure out the first like turret thing, and I was failing at that so bad when the turrets shoot you. Because it was like double tap B to dive. But I didn't realize that I was supposed to like dive off that through the hole, off the ledge, but under the door. And I just didn't do it right. And I kept crawling off the ledge, which would automatically break my crouch. And I would stand up and get shot at. And I was like, what the F? And so I was like, oh, I got to hit the double tap a little closer to the edge. So I land on the floor of the little sunken pit of death. Okay, good. I see you're responding there. Here's my other question. I was wondering this out loud. I picked a ridiculous name. You may have noticed, but I kind of love it because it's alliteration, and I'm an audacious person. People have literally asked me, like, from where do you get the audacity to speak to me that way? When I get really direct and upfront and honest with them after they've worn me down and exhausted my politeness and my patience. So my question is, does it let you change the name of your ship if you want to? Because there was like a couple of other combinations that I liked. And the list was really interesting and long. And I didn't go back to think about, I was going to name it the Lady of the Something at first. But then I found Audacity. I'm like, the Lady of Audacity. And then in scrolling with the first, up the list of the first one, I found Adjudicator. And I just left it on Audacity. And I hadn't intended to make a decision. I was going to sit there and ramble about all the names for a hot minute. And then I kind of decided, I rationalized the thing. But the question being, after having rambled too long, does it let you change the name of the ship? Or is that, like, I've made that choice. And you say that didn't seem to mess anything up. You don't remember if you named your ship. How do you do that? How did I do that? Right after, okay, so here's what happened. Here's how it happened to me. So I locked myself in the thing. The titles, yeah? You know, the thing, the two lists. Remember the lists? It's right after you do the exfil of the tutorial. You're not sure if it lets you change it or not? I'm not sure either. Oh, look, Gnome Tuff is in. Maybe we should all just team up. I took some cool screenshots already. Did I not get the first one? You know, I have not watched. You are Panther of Victory. Rock on. Did you get the base game or did you get the bonus content? I gave in, and I'm gonna have to like eat nothing but rice and beans or something. You can change the name of the. Okay, so there's nothing urgent about like rolling a new character. I don't have to roll a new character. Whew. Good. At the computer. Alright, I'm going to be a nerd because I haven't seen this trailer ever before. Unless it's the trailer that starts the thing. I'm going to jump back in. And then I'm going to poke around. I still have to figure a bunch of stuff out because I'm an idiot. And the next mission, I was literally just telling Gnome Tuff that I'm going to make an effort and that we should all play together. But I do want to play like, I guess if it forces you to team up with people, I guess I might as well team up with you guys. I usually, base game, yeah, I struggled with that really hard. Like I'm gonna have to quit cigarettes and coffee and eat only eggs and like rice and beans and pasta for the next 2 months. Because I also activated a thing. I'll probably be fine. Anyways, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the Xbox. Alright, I'm gonna watch this trailer.
Super Earth. Our home. Our way of life. But freedom.
I know, right? Bro, don't even talk to me about it. I've been awake for too long and have already had too much coffee. And just the fact that we both just said, I love coffee and cigarettes makes you want to go buy coffee and cigarettes. In fact, well, honestly, I was about to stop right there. That's the other thing. I'm weird about my first impression episodes. as soon as the game lets me land in my station and I have to like activate my next mission or outing, that's when I stop my first impression episode and just poke around and see what I can learn at the thing and see where my special items are, and then I stop and take a break. So I'm not trying to be rude. I've been awake for like 2 days and haven't slept. Have had way too much coffee. And it's not because I've been playing this. It's because I was busy making other stuff happen and working on the writing side and the promotional. I need to make money, bro. This needs to go viral, bro. We're gonna have a great stream, but let me take a little break first, and y'all don't be weird mad at me about it. It's my first day. I want to do it all. That's what you guys would get mad at me because I'm particular sometimes. Good stream so far. Thanks, Oakley, for the win. AKA, what's your name? What's your name over here? AKA Gnome Tuff's brother. Final Grenade. You kept that one for a while now, which is why, when I was leaving, I was like, because at first I was like, I don't want to play with anybody. I didn't know people could just show up in my ship. That freaked me out. I was like, I didn't, and the last time I had looked, I had just looked on the socials. I'd only really noticed and keyed in on, no offense, Gnome Tuff's name, because that one stays the same in all the games, and I know it's him all the time. In fact, bro, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that I just like to play slow and learn the game. I am a salty old dog. And unlike most people that like got an Xbox when they were 20 years ago and have been playing on and off more any amount of hours per year more than me, I only just started playing. Although it feels like that's arguably a long time now, it's still all new to me, right? Like it's still brand new. That's the whole gimmick of my show, and of one of the main characters that I'm writing is like someone who's like, I've never played a video game before in my life, and then I fell in love with video games. So when I saw your guys' names in the game like that, I'm looking at this. Come here. When I do like to play a little slow until I get good at it. I've gotten a lot better at Call of Duty, by the way. If we can all get along and play politely, I'm down to let's drop back into some Warzone. I don't know if y'all have Black Ops for multiplayer. But also apparently so many people stopped playing that it's nothing but pros and hackers and sweats. And so I don't know. I don't know if the headlines are true. I don't know if it's all hype. But when I saw your guys' name in the game, it was like this. I only keyed in on Gnome Tuff's name. No offense. I apologize. It's just that one's always consistent, and I always know it's Gnome Tuff, and it always makes me giggle because I like to say Gnome Tuff. And also, I forget people's normal names on the internet, and that's not. I'm not trying to be rude. Some people would think that that's mean or disrespectful. Arc Raiders in October. See, that's a game too many for me. Unless it's on the Game Pass, I can this whole year. I may have to pass on Black Ops 7. You played the test beta? Oh yeah, Arc Raiders. Gnomi was telling me about it. I saw some clips. If that's another looter shooter extraction mission thing, this is it for me. Have you seen? Oh, let me show you my my newest listing, my newest organizing of games I'm not playing hardly at all. I don't know why. I really should be spending more time playing than I have been lately. To the Xbox we go. I thought you guys were in your own